back to my kitchen. I'm Mindy, if you haven't been here before. If you have, welcome back. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I usually do either like recipes for sugar-free type recipes or low sugar recipes, or I do grocery hauls, chats, long chats. I'm good at chatting. But today I wanted to talk a little more about prepping because that's something that I see more and more of on YouTube, on channels that I've been watching for years that never talked about prepping. Suddenly they're talking about prepping and things they're doing to get prepared for this impending long dark winter. I'm sure we've all heard that by now. And if you kind of Google that and do a little research on it, there's some unsettling implications associated with that term that keeps getting thrown around. So I think, it would be smart and wise for us to all kind of do a little bit extra to get ready. So today I was just going to show you some things that I have picked up over the last year to keep here, because I know when COVID first hit and first started, we had trouble finding certain things, especially sugar-free things that we needed for Chris. So over the past year, I've just been picking up, like every time I go to the grocery store, I'll pick up an extra this or an extra that. So I thought I would just show you guys today some of the things that I keep on hand that would be more of like a pharmaceutical, not drugs. I wish I don't have drugs, but over-the-counter drugs, things you would need for cold and flus and cuts and scrapes. And the only reason I would like to show this to you is so in case you guys hadn't thought of things like this. I really think it's important that we're all ready for any situation that might pop up. A small cut on your finger without proper care can turn into an infected finger, so just having a few little things, odds and ends on hand, can be really helpful. So, okay, I'm gonna show you what I've got. Okay, I raided my cabinet, and this is just some of what I have been picking up over this past year so that we have things on hand in case we need it for whatever, you just never know. Plus, it's actually nice if you need something to just go open a cabinet door and not run to Walmart. So, okay, as you know, you've seen me pick these up for Chris in my grocery hauls. Sugar-free antacids. I keep these because he needs these. I got extra vitamin C and I got extra vitamin D because they're saying that COVID, you need to keep your immune system boosted, and they're saying double up on your D, especially through the winter months, because you're not outside as much doing things that you'd normally be doing, in the sunshine. So I think calcium. I keep extra vitamins for myself. I use this brand. My doctor had told me about this brand. I was taking Centrum for women, and it was giving me migraines, and she said to use this brand, and they only make gummies, by the way, at least that I have found. And it's great. They don't put a whole lot of added junk in them. I don't get migraines from it. I don't feel nauseated from it. So these are really good vitamins. And then here's Chris. He's not quite as sensitive. He can take the Equate brand and do just fine. And then I did get some of these black elderberry gummies. We haven't used these yet, but if one of us should get sick, we'll start taking these and see how that does. It's supposed to like shorten the life of a cold or the flu or something. And this diabetic tussin, it's like cough medicine for diabetics. I have like 4 bottles of this for Chris because I could not find it anywhere earlier this year. Equate headache relief. This is the equivalent of Excedrin, and it works just as well, and it is so much cheaper, so I use this. You'll notice a lot of my things are Equate brand or Great Value brand because I haven't noticed any difference in the quality of the product. Ibuprofen. Chris takes ibuprofen. And then I got this. This is the same as like Tylenol. It's like for a fever reducer. And Chris takes low-dose aspirin. So I did get several packages of low-dose baby aspirin. And this is something you can now buy over the counter. It's called Voltaren. It says it's for arthritis pain, but my mother let me try this. She has used this for years. And I have hip pain, and I can use this, and it really helps. And Chris also uses this on his lower back pain. So and you can buy it over the counter now. It's a little bit pricey, but it really works. It's so much better than like an Asper cream. Let's see, then we've got like daytime Theraflu. And this is a nighttime sleep aid because of Chris's weird schedule. He has trouble sometimes falling asleep. So I keep that. And like I said, it's just good to have these things on hand. And this is like an allergy section here. I've got artificial tears, saline nose spray, Benadryl. This is for my dog actually because she has so many allergies, bless her heart. And this is for Chris. He has a lot of skin irritants related to being diabetic. He gets something they call diabetic rash, and this is literally the only thing that will give him relief. I keep this, I have like several of these because it's cold in Minnesota and you get chapped lips. Okay, and if any of you are smokers, seriously get some of this. Even if you don't plan to stop smoking, should you find yourself in a situation where you can't smoke or you've run out of cigarettes and you can't go buy more, this stuff, it will help you. It's not a replacement. You will still want your cigarette, but it will feed your nicotine receptors and it can pull you through. So I would suggest, and this is something I wouldn't get. I did try the generic brand. It's disgusting. It's like sucking on a piece of chalk. But these are coated and it's just like a breath mint. So I would suggest that if you're a smoker. Let's see, and then I got some, this is the same as like Mucinex. So, and then we have Airborne. We use this anytime we are going to be going out in public, or we'll drink this before we go and after we get home, just as a boost. I keep Emergency and we drink that. A couple of varieties of cough drops, the sugar-free for Chris, and the Vapor Cool Severe. Those are awesome. And then some stomach problems if you know, like it's the generic of like Pepto, Imodium. And I bought the brand name because they were completely sold out of the generic. So I have a couple boxes of this. And then a laxative. I know that seems like the broad spectrum, but if you're not going to be able to get to a drugstore, you just don't know what your issues may be. So that's why I have that. And then for tooth care, I have extra toothpaste. And I got this on Amazon. I got one of these for Chris and myself in case you can't get to a dentist. If you need something. And these were like 12 bucks a piece on Amazon. And then I also picked up a couple of these. You get these at Walmart. It's a temporary filling repair kit. So I got those. And then finger splints. And some medical tape, the paper tape stuff that you would wrap around these to keep them in place. And I have a variety of Band-Aids, different sizes of Band-Aids. I have several packages of this triple antibiotic cream. I've got alcohol and peroxide. So anytime we get a cut or anything, we just have it. Is this overkill? Is this too much? I don't know, but I like to think it's not. I know food is very important as well, and we have been stocking up on food a little bit. I also think it's important to be able to take care of yourself in every situation you might be faced with. So I thought I would share my medicine cabinet with you today. Here's just a few more things I wanted to show you that I ordered off of Amazon, just to help with the whole like first aid types situations. I ordered this. It's a pocket guide to prescription drugs, and you can look up literally any prescription and it'll tell you drug interactions, things you should and shouldn't mix with it. And the reason I did this is because Chris takes so many different medications at this point. I wanted to know how certain things would interact with his, you know, I wanted to make sure we're doing the right thing for him sometimes with diet and supplements. And so that was my main reason for getting this book, but it is kind of handy to have, and it actually has like, shows you pictures, and if I can get to it, all the different types of pills and things like that. And I think this is out of date now. This is the 9th edition, but it still works for what I need to use it for. And then I ordered this, the Country Almanac of Home Remedies, and it's kind of a cool book. I mean, it's just like anything you might, any little ailment from a sprained ankle to a sinus infection or anything. And it just kind of offers home remedies that have been tried and worked out to be true throughout, last decade maybe, or not, probably last century. All right, and then I got just a basic first aid manual because I don't have a medical background and neither does Chris. So it's just helpful to have something to reference in case we need to, administer some first aid to somebody, which we hope we never have to do that, but better to be prepared. So that's something I do, is I actually bought books because I wanted to have something I could put my hands on and read and look, because sometimes for me personally, I do use Google. I Google everything. I'm like the Google queen, but I absorb better and I retain more and my comprehension is higher if I'm actually holding a book and have a reference that I can always go back to if I need. So I would recommend getting some books. Okay guys, I think that's it for today. I just wanted to share with you some of the things we have in our little pharmacy stash, whether it be Band-Aids, cough drops, vitamins, whatever you might need down the road. You just kind of got to plan ahead. And I think that's the key to everything, is just planning ahead and thinking, and you know what you need and what your family needs. So I hope you were able to look and maybe get some ideas for yourself. Feel free to leave comments, and we'll see you next time.
Hi friends, I'm Sadie, and I think you should like this video. Click subscribe and the little bell too. That way you know every time my mommy and daddy upload a new video. Thanks!